stressing, it's depressing, and just plain pressing me past my limits. Pictures and drafts, and so much trash. There's one thing I got to do. I'm
Fracking the horde. Fracking the horde. Horde. Also gonna have some water.
Aloha, everybody.
Oh my goodness. I am so hot right now.
It is a little toasty today.
You know what I'm saying? Sexy. Wow. And then I like this part right here.
Just squished in
Thank you
toward
very much.
That's
Aloha, what'd you do? You squeeze the dog? Aloha, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. It is Fracking the Horde. I always want to accessorize that with a swear, but I never do because that would be bad. But sometimes I want to say, what? Fracking the accentuated horde. I don't say that because that would be rude. But I'm just like trying to get my bearings together after listening to the reseller experiences of our own Josh Galt, who almost assassinated himself trying to fulfill his reselling obligations into, we speak your name, Josh. That's all I can say. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you made it through that ordeal. It's crazy. Go check out his video. He's been hard at work on this program. I'm gonna start hammering the name just because.
List easier.
List easier. Say it 3 times. Say 1-800 list easier. 1-800 list easier. 1-800 list easier. That's not a real number.
Why don't you use some of your
Which ones? Robots?
1-800 list easier.
I said 1-800 list easier.
All right, guys, it's 1-800 list easier. Is it?
is listeasier.com.
Is it?
.com.
Are you sure? Because you just ruined it. I think we have to start the whole program over.
Wait, what? I wasn't picking up what you were putting down.
You have to know what the program's name is.
List easier.
Good. Okay, well, I did.
What? It's going over my head.
Sorry. We are resellers. For those of you who are new, who are joining this channel from the Josh Galt Raid, we are resellers and we love to resell and we can't wait for AI to change our lives. Uh-oh. Did I erase the this? No, I didn't. Aloha, Ryan. Aloha, Carla. All my stuff is slipping off my head. Like all the headphones, my glasses, and my hat are just like sweating right off my head. It's like a glacier up here, but of sweat instead
It's
of.
a slide, a mudslide.
It is.
A sweat slide.
Aloha. And Pitco's here, and Lenny K's here. Aloha from New Hampshire. Callie Debs, aloha to you.
Debs, aloha.
Carl Cards, aloha. Silver Hair Stacker's here, and
Aloha, silver hair.
he pays his dues, so he gets a noise. Who else is here? Never Too Old. Cheers, aloha. Are you from the England? I'm just guessing by the cheers, but maybe not.
Derek W. Pat.
Aloha to you.
Yes, we consider today our Friday.
Today,
we're weird.
Well, because we're resellers, we can just do that. We can just decide which day is our Friday.
Which, guys, remember, tomorrow the post office is closed.
I didn't verify that, but if she says so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is closed. Because when I scheduled a pickup, today was great.
I know why.
Tomorrow is great.
I know why. Is today the 18th of June?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
It's Juneteenth.
Yeah.
It's a new
it was
holiday.
great out.
If you haven't heard about it, it is on the calendar, and they do not take mail or deliver it. Do they give it or take it? Neither. Thank you.
They're closed.
James thinks he's going to find an extra pair of... does that mean you expect to find? He's here because he's nude from the bottom, from the waist down, and then. But I'm not sure what he expects to find over here because I don't think we have any extra.
That's on beard.
Pants.
That's bearded picker.
He has the extra pants. Lenny says, Lenny number 2 coming in hot with your crown stuff. Says Silver Stacker, you couldn't get any words in today on the Bearded Picker Live, which, you know what? I'm going to start right here. I have never met a more, like, I think he was spawned from Negative Nancy and Debbie Downer somehow had a child.
Who?
And they
What?
made Grumpy John. Thank you. I mean, that guy is just a drag.
Oh wait.
And I'm like, do I want to take? Well, first of all, do I want to take advice from a guy who's follically insecure and he doesn't even have hair? I'm supposed to listen to
what
him.
is this, a roast? What are you doing?
He's an aggressively grumpy guy.
He's one of those people that always challenges.
He's
like,
aggressively grumpy.
something.
But he lives in an RV, and I don't know. He's supposedly got some chops on the Amazon, but all I get from him is a whole bunch of wham, 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 it'll never work.
What's that? What was that SNL character where she would always be like,
Oh, that's
what? You have a headache? You might have a brain tumor.
Remember when the chicken walked away? That's not Debbie Downer? Debbie Downer. Yeah, it's Debbie Downer.
It was Debbie Downer?
Yes,
Oh,
she
okay.
procreated with Negative Nancy and made Grumpy John. Thank you. So, no offense, John, but oh boy, when you start talking, I just want to go.
I think I
Oh my
heard Silver
goodness!
Hair say one little peep.
I start rocking back and forth.
And I
like
had
this.
him on my phone, and the screen is so small, and I was doing dishes, so I
So
couldn't.
sweaty.
I couldn't see. But I was like, "Well, wait, did I just hear a peep from Silver Hair?"
No, he couldn't get a peep in. He didn't even hear a peep from him. I think you heard a. That was it. And he's like, "I got a sale," and then canceled. Anyway, no offense. I love everybody in the. There's room for everybody.
Of course there
But
is.
damn,
No,
he
but-
just turned the grumpy down from 11. He wants to.
He was challenging.
He was challenging.
And
True story.
you know what though? A lot of people are thinking what he was thinking, probably, and so he was getting out all of the questions that other people weren't asking, or the thoughts. So
Well, I think, and that's why, and that's why you
Josh
put.
likes the challenge.
Oh no! I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything about. He can have his. I mean, this is a free country. You can also profess what you're talking about, and I'm sure that he's definitely got some chops. It's just I think he's exemplifying for me personally the negativity around the unknown. And instead of negative, I like to turn my frown upside down to positive. See? The whole world's gonna be great because
you
I
look at
have a
Hugo.
smile. I'm smiling, damn it. But everything's gonna be AI is nothing negative is gonna happen from AI. I can prove it. Wait. Well, let's just backtrack on that. I can't technically prove it, but what I'm gonna say is that I guess it's the same thing as if you live in if you choose to believe scarcity. And what's that term called? Scarcity over abundance. So do you have that mindset that the future is going to be more limited? No. Because AI, its specific purpose is to make things more achievable, actually making things open up, increasing up people's ability. Abundance is what's happening. Is it going to affect some people? Sure. I don't care. I'm a reseller.
So John was talking about how he's sort of getting the AI chat fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say,
I'm sorry, Pico, John, everybody for AI.
I was feeling that a bit this morning, and I think the reason why I'm feeling that is because I'm very I'm thinking positively about it. But
Silver Hair gets treated like
hearing
grandpa with dementia.
stop. But it is.
But Grumpy John gets the horn for like he did get canceled once. So that was good.
It is sort of hearing everyone's take, like they know it all. That's what sort of
It's
gets
interesting.
me all antsy about it.
It's
and I'm
interesting.
like,
The only person in the room that knows anything about anything is Josh
I know.
Galt. But everybody else, and James, of course, but everybody else seems to know something about something. And what
we all
nobody
have our opinions.
what nobody
right?
understands is this is a next harnessing of the invention. This is an evolutionary step forward for the tinies. I mean, tiny, right? For the tiny sellers is what I'm saying.
Just list easier, list easier, list easier.
1-800-ListEasier.com.
So now that's all we'll be saying about it until we're able to
We're gonna
use
say,
it.
but we're gonna say that a
I
lot.
want to use it so badly.
I'm just gonna say the name over and over until I start saying other names on
to
accident.
list our books.
I know, so many
I am
books.
not listing any books until we
Anybody
have this
check
program.
out over? There's a lot of activity today, and over on Good Program with Alex Beard King Picker over on Ryan CD's Galaxy Rocks and Flips and Galaxies. That Galaxy CDs is, I think I have that part right at least, and you could find them from that. It's Galaxy CDs and then some more words. Ryan, and he did a live with Beard King, and they talked about books,
Yeah.
and then I came in and I asked a very sincere question that nobody answered. How rich are we going to be once List Easier comes out and we can list all of our books? And the point is that we are going to be. And these guys are two of the people who are going to be super. They get 5,000 books. They go to a place, estate sale calls them up. They have to go, and they get thousands of books. Their lives are about to change. They're sitting there on Ryan CD Galaxy Rocks and Flips and Galaxies. They're sitting on this show when they don't even understand that their life is going to change. And I'm looking at them going, "Ooh, your life."
Well,
is
the
about to
host,
change."
I don't recall his name.
Ryan.
Oh, he had yet to even hear of it. So
You hadn't heard about it? Uh-oh.
Wait.
We just went bad.
I bet you are not in Do Not Disturb.
No, somebody's calling me from New York, New York. Could this be my golden ticket?
You're probably not in Do Not Disturb.
I am not in Do Not.
Look at Oh, I love it.
I
I
think
love it
it's-
when we freeze.
I think it's funnier when we just freeze. I'm just going to let it. Just call in. Just call the number while we're on the show. I don't care. And then we see what the random image generator is when we freeze. James has no pants. Aloha, Derek. Don Flippin.
Hey, Don.
Hey. Jovial Juggler. Have you made a doctor and dentist appointment yet, Jovial? She is a chat mom. And
so listening to Josh's story,
It's
I
pretty
almost
serious.
wanted to cry for him.
because you are a nurse.
I would have.
Josh,
I don't know
this
how-
lady has to be talked off a cliff. She's like, "Are you just gonna drive me over to Josh's house? It's like 8 hours away. Just drop me off.
Like,
I'll go
how
take
does-
care of him."
He needs. Well, does he have anyone to help him?
She's crazy.
Like, what is?
I'm like, "Don't
Does he
offer
have
to come
anyone
over
to
to
turn
his
to?
house." But it's just a empathy overload.
But
Somebody-
listening to the
somebody is
full-
calling me
we're
right now.
Yeah, you gotta put it in.
It's
Do Not
probably
Disturb.
John. It's Mountain View, California.
Huh.
Who's calling me from Mountain
Can you
View?
put it in Do Not Disturb?
No, I have to look and see who's calling me. Because what if it is something
That looks
important?
like a spam number. Look at the number.
I know, but I don't tell him what it is in case it's a very serious inquiry from a talent agency about technology.
It's Google.
Is Google calling me? They probably want to put me on search.
But
No, I gotta
anyhow,
look.
it was.
Oh, we can't.
It was. It's traumatizing listening to Josh's full story.
No, it's really bad, Josh. I'm really sorry
It
that happened.
really is. It's
Very resilient
it's
guy.
Worse. It's so much worse than just his post yesterday.
He bounced off the bathroom floor and was back at it.
Yeah. Anyhow.
After a police
never
chase,
know.
apparently there's a police chase involved. Copters. He's like running out of the hospital in his gown, being chased by all the orderlies. He gets in his car. I mean, you gotta just flies across the border, LexisNexis, whatever. Zam! Boom!
Can somebody please make an AI like animated
A
video
video of
of
Josh.
what happened to Josh yesterday?
Yeah, please, somebody
I mean,
spend like
it sounds
17
like
hours
a
doing that.
reseller.
You should though. If anybody knows how to use
A
the new things.
Like, yeah. I mean, he's tough. That's for sure.
It is Google. They Googled me from Mountain View, but it's the actual Google, like not. It's a business Google business. They want me to biz with them because I'm pretty hot.
You got the invite to do that.
I think it got rolled out to everybody. Communities got rolled out to everybody on YouTube.
I wonder if
I'm gonna do it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. So I wonder if John and Jenna got that.
6x6 is about to everything's about to turn color for you because he's living in black and white. But when that tornado, I always heard right before the tornado, it's black and white, and then when you wake up from the tornado, it's color. And then there's slippers and midgets. Sorry.
Love you guys. You are hilarious.
Well, thank you very much. The chiclets that do make it out of my mouth that aren't just nonsense. I appreciate you.
He is very hilarious. That is why I fell in love with him.
I wish I was a teacher though, because I believe I have a lot of information that is the information I have.
He takes his knowledge for granted and doesn't even. I don't think you even consider it really.
No, that's the problem. Is I just assume everybody else has it too.
Yeah.
And then I can't be anything special. I'm just doing this thing. It's been really good to us reselling, so I just feel like everyone must have the same knowledge I do. So, but I don't know how to.
So much doesn't even phase us. Like
I don't know
the
how to
new
spit it out.
stuff, it doesn't even phase us. And then next thing you know, it's like people are doing videos, and we're like, oh, we noticed that, but it didn't even like phase.
The
us.
other day we were picking up some stuff to sell, a bunch of electronics, and then this lady had this pie on the island, and then at that point I says to myself, self, and I says it to her too. I'm like, we got to go over to Poorhouse Pies and get us a pie. And so we did. And I was thinking to myself, we could be teaching how to go to Poorhouse Pies, which is a place in our local place. And they have both savory and sweet pies. And you go, and it's a little shack on the side of the road. And you go in there, and it's nobody. You just pick out your pie.
Oh,
and
yeah. It's all you ring out yourself.
It's
you
on a
pay,
little,
you pay with your debit card. It's on
or
an
whatever.
iPad.
It's on an iPad. And you punch
your
yourself
Venmo
out.
or-
It's like, and then on the way home, you go up to Honor System Chicken. You get some raw milk, some bread. You get some veggies, all on the Honor System. You can shop completely on the Honor System in Vermont.
You shave your wool off from the...
you shave your own wool.
You
get a little suckle from
throw
the...
some money in the bucket.
From the goat milk.
It's amazing around
Drive-by goat milk teat. Suckle. Thank you. It's Vermont. That's what I'm saying. It's pretty good.
Then just down the road, though, on our main shopping cart,
Southern Vermont vintage.
People shooting up heroin, so...
Well, I mean, some of the... I don't even know if they do heroin anymore. I hear it's like horse tranquilizer.
It's really... Yeah, it's sad, but that's
whatever.
happening all over the country, so...
Whatever happened to good old-fashioned heroin? Am I right?
Stop. That's not Ryan was saying that he had a decent day.
Nice,
yesterday for
Ryan.
once.
Congratulations.
Oh, because of Macquarie.
Well, damn you, eBay. Mercari. I don't even know what that is.
Wait. I'm sorry. I skipped over Don Flippin.
You did. I just got an education on vocabulary from my nieces. Slang is way different. Huz, gluzz, and maybe I said that wrong.
It glizz.
I think it's huz, glizz. I mean, a glizzy is a hot dog, but I believe it has a
What's the one that they
functional reference point to the young culture as a hot dog like
What was the one that
device. Thank you.
Ethan, that girl made the song about it.
It is I think that's old now.
Well, it is old, yeah.
But that was like the baseball, like Grok, something about Grok because he's a football player. I can't remember that name.
What?
It was great. It was Grimace.
Oh,
Grimace Shake in Fortnite is the name of the song.
But I thought there was
a Grimace Shake
song
in Fortnite, I believe is what.
But
it
yeah,
is.
with social media and stuff now, all
Don
the
Flippin's number
trending
3.
terms are come quickly and leave quickly, and new ones come out.
Josh says, reporting back to chat, mom. Friday's the doctor's appointment. I need to get swelling down before
Yeah.
dentist, probably next week. I mean, Josh, you gotta just take a. I mean, when I say pump the brakes, I'm just giving a little advice, little
He's
friendly
like, I
advice.
can't. Now
No, he can. What
Now's the
I'm not saying
time.
pump the action. What I'm saying is drink a water. I'm not saying pump the brakes for a day. I'm saying pump the brakes for like 2 minutes. Because you could read as many founder entrepreneurial type things. Steve Jobs was sick multiple times and he was stupid and ate fruit and was like did a bunch of dumb stuff because he wasn't willing, like he just didn't take the
So
time
you're
for himself
saying
sometimes.
he should have had more ding dongs, devil
Yeah,
dogs,
yeah. Well, no, I'm saying
little
high
dudes?
quality proteins instead of crappy snacks. Take the time to go to healthy living in our case, or Whole Foods. Just take a second, think about yourself, and you want to live. I'm 55, and I'm not in terrible shape, quite frankly, but I'm fat.
Internally he is healthier than I am.
I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah,
And I
you are.
have aches, but the aches and pains are so gross, and they're so. I mean, debilitating is not. I'm not debilitated yet. What I am is the arthritis and everything. It just hurts. So I move just as much, but I move hurt. I hurt. I'm sorry. But the point is that don't take that youth for granted because
Well, that's what he was saying in his show today. He was saying he can't postpone stuff.
take the youth for granted.
still
No, this is very
young right
complicated.
now.
Yes, you're young, so you can do the stuff, and if you're sleeping well, that's great. But the water, hydration, is one of my main points in life, right? Fresh breath and water, very important. And hydration, really, it is. I feel that resellers are highly dehydrated, and at my when I do things, I can't say that it's really a current situation because we don't go anywhere anymore. But when we used to go places, I was all about hydration. And we have, like in our house, I think 10 years ago, I was Captain Hydration. Right? Wasn't I?
You drink water all the time.
Yeah, thanks.
List easier though.
That's right. And I pee all the time, like 5 times a night. Thanks. Thanks for nothing. Water. I just finished the best week in 2 years, and the store is barely breathing this week. Something fishy afoot, nothing new.
It has been a little wonky, huh?
Yeah, it is. But you know what, Biff? I had to. I'm juicing my store with sales and stuff. I'm just ignore PL. Totally ignore PL. As far as I'm concerned, it stays at 5%, and that's it. That's just what it is. It's been that way for a year now or more. One store we don't promote at all, but the other 2 stores are just 5%. They just sit there, don't touch it. But I do sales come and go. Put sales on, take sales off. I've been doing sales for 48 hours, hoping that provides both the discount that people want to see and the the end's coming. The end is near. I must
And
buy it now.
How often are you doing resets on the store? And
I will do it tomorrow
sell
morning.
Similars?
I will do it tomorrow morning.
Oh.
And I am starting to do it on the media store too. So I do it on
But
our just
that
regular
means
junk
how
store
often are you doing it?
once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week. And then the media store, I figured out if I don't do the DVD, anything that has multiple quantity, I just reset by categories, which I guess is new to me. I've never done that. I've been just nuclear reset. Now I'm surgical reset.
We're doing
I'm
that.
a surgeon.
And we're doing that because we learned the hard way, but caught it in time. When you have a listing that has multiple quantities, so we have these brand new DVDs. We have most of them. We have at least 4 of each title. And when
Some sold.
And when he was doing the reset, we didn't know that it
Sets to your original
It sets to your
amount.
original quantity. That
Most
you
people have figured this out because most
originally
people
put in,
are
but we've never
on the ball.
We've never done multiple quantities
No.
before, so we were like, "What is happening? Why is this still saying we have some of this?"
I'm not listing
We
anything
did not,
until
but we caught it in time though. We did not have any disappointed customers because I was so on top of it. I was like noticing that it was still saying we had a quantity when I knew it was really the last one.
You were on top of it? Oh, you have to spell it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were on top of it. Let's say that.
So we did not disappoint any buyers.
Well, no, nobody got disappointed. We were disappointed because then we had to go through 4,000 DVDs again.
But
and
I got them
recount
all alphabetized.
You did. You had to do that anyway.
Because
I
of
guess
that,
it
because
was
I knew we
fine.
were going to have to, and then I found that to be the perfect opportunity to do that. So it helped us in the long run.
List easier.
Josh says, "What if?"
800 list easier.
Thank you.
Right, we need a jingle. We need a jingle. Somebody do a jingle for us.
I've got a great one. It is 1-8
Easy peasy.
1-800
list
list easier. 1-800 list easier. 1-800 list easier. And sell your junk today. Yeah!
What I'm hearing, Primo, is that I need to go harder. Oh.
What's that?
Josh said, "What I'm hearing, Primo, is that I need to go harder."
If you drink water and you snack up and you take a walk and you lift a little weights and you make sure you get all those things dialed in, you can go harder. I think. I'm not sure how much harder I can go than like what we do. I feel like I'm that's as
Wait,
hard
what
as I
did you
get.
just say?
What? I can't go any harder. I work too hard as it is. List fast, pick hard. That's the name of our show. It's
Okay.
also Fracking the Horde.
List fast, pick hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would like to list fast, please.
Can you
I'm going to change that. I'm going to change our thing to list easier, pick hard.
list easier and pick hard?
That's right.
Ooh. Okay, can you?
Is that
go back to
the
chat?
companion app? We're going to start developing the companion app for shopping off of List Easier. Can we do that? Can we somehow create a companion app that will shop people's listing apps so you can intercept pre-list? Wow, that would be sick. Sorry, babe, I'm not trying to say. No, we're not circumventing. Sorry. No. Kidding. Kidding. Sorry, don't hurt me. No punish. No punish me.
Ryan was saying, Biff, mine is constantly like that too. One day it's 700, next 3 days under 20
got the
bucks.
teeth.
It's constant up and down. Guess who's here?
The beard. Guess who's here?
Bearded Picker. And he's been going through some tooth trauma
Oh,
too.
what's up with the teeth?
Oh man, you guys. Ugh.
Was Josh just feeling left out of the tooth parade? So, I mean, Josh went full, like, multiple teeth affected.
It's really
I got one that doesn't even hurt.
Poor Josh.
But no. See? Empathy. If we could just bottle that and sell it, that'd be awesome.
Oh my God, spams empathy in a bottle.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's, you know what John's going to say. You
Do
can sell
farts?
you can sell farts, you can sell empathy. I'm sure.
Hey, Paul Carl Cards. Post office is definitely closed. My eBay orders from today aren't due to be shipped until
Nice.
Friday. Okay. Thank you
Axe
for
Monkey,
confirming.
don't go to the post
Axe
office
Monkey,
tomorrow.
aloha.
I'm trying to think, are there any other holiday? Well, right, Christmas is another holiday that's on a date. Some holidays aren't on a date, some are. But what else is on a
Thursday,
date?
Friday, or Thanksgiving.
It's always on Thursday, isn't it?
Oh, you mean
Isn't it? Isn't it always on Thursday?
right?
not
But
always
it's
on
not
Thursday.
a
What am I
date.
thinking?
It's always the last Thursday of November, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's not a It's not like always on the
is-
25th.
Why is my brain just when I? Why
December
do I
is
just
always
rot?
on the 25th.
My brain's right.
July 4th, obviously.
Oh, July 4th is always on July 4th. You know what they call July 4th in England?
Memorial Day is
Not Memorial
is
Day.
always the last Monday
They call it
of
The
May.
Great American Independence Experiment Day. That's in England. That's what they call it.
What are you doing?
This doesn't say what day Thanksgiving is, and I want to know.
Oh.
Holiday chat finished. Thank you.
Cookie. Oh,
Flipping and easy.
look at him sleeping.
That's our bay.
Oh, he just stuck his tongue out. Oh, he's like, what are
He's
you
just
doing
ridiculous.
to me, please?
Treasures in the
Hey,
mist.
aloha, aloha! I made it almost on time.
Yeah, and then see how long it takes us to get to you. So you can be a half hour late. You're
You
still
were
on time.
early, actually.
Yes. Lenny K, Grumpy John. Yeah, he's a hoot, isn't he?
You know what the dynamic though of you need like it adds an entertainment level when you have somebody with a perspective like that. Okay.
I think Beard Show does need a like cage match. So like you can put two people in the cage and they can battle it out. I'd like to see that. I think that would
Carla,
be an
Josh
advancement.
Gall, glad
Aloha,
you're
Carla.
going
Did we say
to
hi
the
to
doctor
Carla?
on Friday.
No, we said hi
I
to
know. Yes, you have a bunch of people worried about you, Josh. I know you're playing it cool, and you're saying you're feeling okay. But
You came on and showed
we're
us.
all worried about you.
You showed us your poor bulbous nose and your poor teeth. So we can see that you seem to be coherent. But
Yeah.
But take care of yourself so you can give us all the software so we can all take over the world. Thank you.
So I pretty much have zero opinions about anything, so someone else can talk.
Money talks.
Aloha, Michelle.
Nice to see you. That's a mouthful. Say that fast 5
Paul
times.
Carl Cards. Paul Carl Cards. Paul Carl Cards. Paul Carl Cards.
Yeah.
Go.
There you go. I'm optimistic about AI overall, but also keep in mind that it has already been caught trying to socially engineer users so it can break past security measures, and it has resisted shutting down.
My
We're just talking about a little program that helps with
list here is
listing.
not doing that. I do not think so.
But
Did I see the
hear ya.
swatting robot trying to kill its maker?
We've
Blah,
seen
blah, blah. It's
Terminator.
over in Korea somewhere.
We've also seen Ex Machina. How do you
Ex
say that?
Machina.
Ex Machina.
We've seen all the movies. So, I mean, I know what it supposedly could
If
do.
if List Easier AI wants to take over everything for me and just
If
the
you wanna
money
do it
comes
all,
rolling into us, go ahead,
yeah,
List
feel free.
Easier.
You know, really the big solution is going to be the tiny robot that comes and picks up your stuff and takes a picture. And when it's done doing that, you switch it to shipping mode. And then it goes zzz, 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 just auto tapes all your boxes and you're done.
Can you
When that
imagine?
happens, nobody's going to be complaining about that.
It took him 4 hours to package up that tuner that we shipped to Australia. 4 hours.
It's very delicate. I had to go to Lowe's twice because I got
Yeah.
the wrong foam.
Yeah, right. And then add in like going back and forth to Lowe's.
It was awful. We're never going to recover from that, are we?
As
But if we
lo-
had an
I
AI
just
robot
want
do
the
it, then we'd be
customer
fine.
to be impressed when he finally gets it.
It's
and
going to Australia, you guys. So if you know the guy that's getting it, you can check on the packaging.
It will all be worth it if when he gets it and he leaves positive feedback and he says the packaging was superb on this.
If he doesn't leave positive feedback, then we go to his house in Australia and get him. That's what I mean.
Yeah, and Paul Carcars. That's why I always use please and thank you with the AI.
No, that's not a joke though. I literally use please and thank you, just hedging my bets in case.
Yeah,
It's like, why not be nice? It helps you just be a nice person in general. Practice Grumpy John. Practice your AI. I feel that Grumpy John might just completely belittle AI and slap it around a little bit with like some sound effects. Slap, slap. That's what I think.
But no, I do too.
You do?
I say please and
You
I
slap
say
your
thank you.
AI?
Oh, no. But I try to.
James says every negative person about AI can build their own, or I have a better way. It's so funny to read and hear those people. I'm like, well, go on there, go now, just go.
I was trying
I
to-
mean, I'll tell you. I
tried
honestly know for a fact. I know for a fact there's someone in this chat that has built their own AI model. It's a limited model, and offered it for people to check out and utilize. I'm only promoting List Easier in this chat, but people know or don't know. AIquarius. But and I think it's a fair thing. But once you're exposed to how the general practice of the software works, no.
I was trying to make a comment, but I try to make analogies and they never go over well. But I was thinking to myself, yeah, you could learn to do this whatever programming, but I was like, I could also learn.
You can stick your head up a butcher's ass.
I could also learn how to snake out a clogged up sewer pipe,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to do that either.
And that's right. That's why somebody else is going to make my AI software for me, and they're going to make it the way
I'm going to pay the plumber guy $300 to
update it, keep it running,
out the clog from the pipe.
maintenance.
I will gladly pay $69 a month for 1,000 listings.
I will gladly pay you
so that
Tuesday for a
I
hamburger
don't
today.
have to learn how to do the programming
Also,
and have my mind explode.
listeasier.com.
.com. This beard.
Do I
I
have
had to
anything else to
restart the
say?
computer. Can you please start over?
We just no. We have to go to bed soon. I think.
Dendicor, aloha.
Aloha, Matthew. Thanks again for that. Awesome.
Yes. I have it right now. It's behind the lit phone.
It's right there.
Going to the Pocono Raceway this weekend.
For a little timeout, for a little R&R, as they say on MASH. That's because I've never been
Is there
anywhere
a
close
race
to an
going
actual
on?
military base. What?
There's a race?
Pearl Island.
Is it like a race, a horse track, or
I don't know. Maybe.
car?
So what I know, sometimes you can camp at like Pocono Raceway. I don't know. Like Laguna Seca in California used to be able to camp there during the shows, but they'd also have like the Grateful Dead would play there. So I don't know. There might be an event, or maybe it's just open for camping. I don't know.
I just wanted to.
Let's see what he's.
Oh, yeah, look it up. I just wanted to add with the list easier. If you go
In case you need to know how to spell it, right there.
Yeah. If you go
Thank you,
to
Lenny.
add your email, you might get a message saying like, "Oh, come back. It's not available." Or
Yes,
something
Ryan,
like that.
you are the real
But
Ryan.
it is actually taking your email still, and you'll get
That old guy
you'll
stole your
receive
name.
an email telling you to confirm your email. So it's just getting your email so that when they do go live, you will get notification that they are live for the public. But
Yeah.
but you might get that error saying,
Oh, that's already if you signed up. You get the error. If you already signed up. If your IP already signed up.
"Oh, but my confirmation
Don't look at us
email
for
just
any
came
sort
through,
of
right?"
technical advice or
I'm
knowledge.
sorry.
Just leave us
I
out of
thought
it.
you
Thank you. Don't come to
Alright,
us.
Rewind. Wait. Yeah.
Just sign up. Go sign up.
Just go sign up.
That's all you gotta do. There's nothing to sweat
Sorry.
about. But as Beard said and was
Just like
very
I don't
forceful
listen to him.
to Grumpola, Mr. Little Grumpola Man, no, you go write your software, sit in your RV, write your software. I'm gonna sit over here. Who's got two thumbs and ain't gonna write no software? No, wait, ain't gonna
Two
write
thumbs and
no
toes
software.
and-
I think that's a double negative. So I'm not going to write my own software. I'm just not going to sit here and learn it. I like to be really good at what I do. I don't have the time, energy, patience. Have I used Sumo to make songs? Yes. Have I used other AIs? Yes. For other things? I don't need to sit here and do that. I want Josh to.
No,
Thank you.
and it's for the people that already know how to do this, but the majority of us don't. So I will pay for it.
Flipping ain't easy.
Says James, I've shared some of my concerns with AI using these tools over the last couple of weeks. I hope that's not what you're referring to, as I'm not mentioning these things. No, your concerns are different. You know, a lot of people. So there's a couple different negative. Sorry, Pico, are we making you go to sleep here? Talking about AI. There's a couple, but we're happy faces about AI. There is no negative here. There's no negative. Go get a new job. I just don't worry about that stuff because honestly, we have no idea. It's as easy as it's going to be. The most amazing. It's revolutionary no matter what. What side of the revolutionary are you going to be on? I don't know. But the fact that it's going to change, clearly James has already lost his pants. I was going to say, you're going to have to hold on to your pants because it's going to change so fast. James's pants are gone. That's how fast things are changing. Plus, James also said that it makes him have more patience and his wife's comments aren't as annoying. And I'm waiting for that to kick in. So
Oh,
let's
God.
get list easier. Come on.
You're telling me that List Easier is also couples therapy?
Yes, it's also gonna solve all marital problems. I mean, we don't have any.
There we
really.
go.
But
List Easier.
it's just like more buffer.
It's listen easier.
Ooh. Actually, don't. That's actually a thing.
Oh, it is.
When I was looking it up, because it's so new in the internet, it was trying to figure out what I meant to say.
Oh, it was
and it was about being
hearing aids?
listening,
Oh.
being a better listener when you're
Okay.
when you're a partner with somebody, like listening to what they say. And I was like, we don't need this. Thank you. We don't listen. We don't need to learn how to listen. We've already spent 32
But I do
years figuring out how to not listen enough.
I want
just
to
the
add
right amount.
too. I would just want to add
You listen
that
a little bit.
there is a
Don't
group.
listen to that
There's
part.
a group of people that are overthinkers. I feel I am part of that group.
Yeah.
And my mind can make me overthink stuff like this and think about the what ifs, which
What if you're in the future? You're using list
the
easier.
negative what
the cat
ifs.
comes and tries to scratch your eyes out from the inside.
So then I said this in a reply to a comment that somebody left on your last video, and I just said, I'm just gonna focus on the certainties, and I am certain that this is going to help us list more and list quicker.
The second part
List
of that is
easier.
list easier.
Yeah,
The 2 points
that
of this
is what I am certain about.
2 points,
I can't
naysayers.
worry about the what ifs.
Negsayers, 2 points. This is about listing more, better. Okay,
Yes.
that is
I want the item specifics filled out for me because I don't know all the item specifics.
In fact, that's so Mo Better is a total pidgin English from Hawaii that they speak sort of on the beat, like shaka, shoots, cuz, that kind of stuff.
the best kind, bro.
The best kind, brah. The Mo Better is totally one. And that's their hashtag. They probably don't like that one because it's a little slangy, but more, better. So you're going to list easier and you're going to list more and you're going to, unfortunately, that other stupid program has you guys with your names.
Wait, Glizz is what, a hot dog? Yeah,
Yeah,
Don Flippin.
Don Flippin, Glizzy.
Where's
Glizzy's a hot dog.
Ayo? Ayo is always getting
Ayo.
Glizzies at Costco.
And next time we've been there. So one of these days when we come home from Costco, we're gonna make the glizzy melt, which is just a big mess of food. It's so gross. But we're gonna make it because we promised, and we will. It just sometimes it takes a year for the promise to be fulfilled. Welcome to Germany.
Oh, good. Some of you got a cha-ching. Yes. Thank God somebody is.
So yeah, the
show.
negative stuff. And by the way, this show's not going to be about AI. Just for we're going to discuss AI for another hour and 15, and then we're off.
Now it has a good combination of other topics too.
It does. We're mixed. Yeah, I think we're doing a good job. Right? But the buckets of negativity are easily discounted through none of us really know. And then, or misunderstanding of what the software really is, or there's just nothing negative.
Well, right.
Nothing negative. I think probably
the
it could be
unknown-
if it was free. I'm trying to figure out how to make it more positive.
And the
It's
unknown
there's
can
no
be
other way.
scary to some people. So,
Yeah.
and I'm often one of those people.
And some people consider
this
the
does
fear
not scare me.
by experience. This is just a new product, so it's harnessing an invention in a new way that's going to.
Well, and the younger generations probably are not as skeptical as
The younger generations
as
are in
we
San
are.
Francisco in penthouses being recruited at junior in high school to go figure what AI is and figure it out and do
for
it.
certain. I would say Gen Xers and up, have
Are concerned with robot takeovers.
Yeah, because we grew up with Terminator and with
That's
all
all
of
it
these
is,
crazy
though.
movies.
It really, really is. Yes, Josh. Yes. Hydrate. You'll be fine.
Derek,
Maybe you should take
listen.
some. Oh, look, I sweated off one of these yesterday, and I didn't even replace it. And then now the other one sweat off.
Now your nostrils will be pinched.
So gross.
Derek.
Why don't we just get the AC going?
Derek.
Can we just do the
Oh
AC
gosh,
going?
it sucks getting old. My leg.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Derek, #1 crown guy.
Haven't started up my sales yet. It ended on Monday, and then 2 sales. I like it when I get sales when the items go off sale. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We noticed that the shift. Excuse me. The shift off of sales, as long as we're listing, it carries. Like it sort of carries, like it goes on for a few more days after the sale ends. It seems like, but you get full price, which is kind of cool. Which is an auction professor theory of pumping your store, just like activity, just making activity happen.
Yeah, okay. And Biff was just saying, I've realized that the business with allowing your offers to last 30 days, 60, 1 year, etc. It probably doesn't apply if you end and sell similar. And no,
Nope.
it doesn't. And that's why if he sorts it to see if we have any offers out, and if we have offers out, the items that have offers out, he does not end and sell similar those items.
And there's not a good way to do that except for to actually have one window open of all the items you have offers out on, and then to have the other one and match it page by page. I've never figured out an easier way to do that. And maybe, who knows? Maybe with these new softwares, I'm going to be able to automate things like that. That would be sick. That would be sick.
Let's just start with getting the listings.
I want to start by getting thousands of items up because we procrastinate listing them because we don't want to because it's not fun. So that's where we're starting.
Don Flippin was saying, I thought that the quantity did reflect the amount you sold.
When you relist, so let me explain this because I know how it happened. So we had 4 items. We listed them 4. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? And then we sold 2. So now you have 3 left. It's not proper math. Doesn't matter for this example. We have 3 left. And then I ended. Son of a. Can you stop calling me? Who's calling me on purpose?
I think that's the normal. It times out.
No, that was a call.
It was?
Yeah. Nerds are calling
Now
wicked
I gotta
fast
see if
right
you
now.
did put it in.
So I had 5. Let's say 5 because now I forgot the number.
You're not in Do Not Disturb.
I know
mode.
I'm not. We already discussed that earlier. Please don't waste
Oh, I thought
precious
when you picked
time.
up the phone one
No.
of those times you would have put it in Do Not Disturb. Okay.
Because that requires flipping and other things, and then I get lost. and-
Gotcha.
So we have 4. We have 6 items. Okay, let's say we. Okay, so we have 4 items. You sell 2 of them, leaving 2 items left. When if I do an end and sell similar on that item with 2 items left in it, it relists it at 4 items. That's what we discovered. We had never seen it before. I'd never thought. I didn't even know.
So we caught it early. We caught it early on, and when we caught it,
1-800-list easier.
Yes, Cars for Kids.
1-800 list easier.
So anyhow, for Dawn, so I did a search online and went to some eBay boards and saw that this was something that happens. I don't know. Maybe
We
it doesn't
figured it
happen
out
all the
ourselves, all by
time.
ourselves. 26 years on eBay.
Maybe it
How you
doesn't
doing?
happen all the time. I don't know.
We've never sold multiple items. I've never sold DVDs. I mean, I just one-offs. That's been my thing. A specialty, I would say. A niched one-offs for the most part. Jovial says, yes. Make time to take time exactly for self-care. And not like a big old luxurious Calgon type self-care. Literally just remembering to drink water and to make sure that your body nourishment. This is the weird part, and everyone who's over 50 knows this. I mean, everything gets like a little tenuous. You know, nothing feels quite the same as it used to. Where you just eat something, you can overeat, you can undereat, you can do basically anything and nothing phases you.
You have a beer and all it is bloated gut after that.
Bloat gut. It's not even fun. It's not even fun anymore. Eating is like just an absolute responsibility so I don't die.
I know.
I don't really do that right either. But by the way, if you were following the pie story that we went to, I was saying about the pies and how we should have recorded that. Why didn't we record going to the cutest little pie store that's all on the honor system, and you leave not cheap, by the way. It's like $25 for the. We got a Cubano pie, so they have savory pies and fruit pies. The Cubano, like a Cuban sandwich with pickles and the pork and the pickles and the cheese. I mean, diet aside, best pie I've ever had in the past 2 days. Tell you that right now. And
we needed some like hot mustard or something to go with it.
yeah, we do. We can do that because we only ate a portion of it last night.
Yeah, and we were like, we can
Some Johnny
spend
portion
$50
control.
at the grocery store, and
The pies were $50
that's for one
for
meal.
$2.
But this, it's what, two,
It's
three,
2 full meals and apple pie
and dessert. Yep.
which is super important to have desserts.
Yes, den decor. July 4th is on a date. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
figured that part out. But what do they call it in England? What's Pitco call July 4th? I mean, that's not the joke. That's not the dad joke. What does Pitco call? What does Paul, if Paul's here, call Independence Day in the U.S.? July 4th.
Next, he says, I got a late ship just now, and that explains my worst day of the year yesterday.
Oh, you shipped late one day.
And now he thinks that's why his
Serious?
sales.
Buyer buys at 11:45, but eBay treats it. Yes, that's right.
We learned that the hard way too, Mike. We had a cut. We also had cut off thinking it was Eastern time, but it was actually Pacific time, and we learned the hard way. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh should take time out of his busy life and do a live sometime. Oh no!
Go.
AI sprouted tentacles and is chasing the dogs around the house.
I'm not surprised.
I knew it was going to happen.
Yep.
It's bound to happen.
Yep. Don flippin' Wally.
Wall-E. I'm Wally. The Goonies, barely out of my childhood experience zone. I was too old for Goonies. Just too old for Goonies. So Wall-E and Short Circuit, I missed those too. I've seen them as adults, of course.
Wait, isn't Wall-E? Wasn't that like
Wall-E. It's cute.
Oh.
We saw it. And
Yeah,
there's
it
like the
was
big
the
ball. Isn't there a
drive-through
ball?
Theater?
And then they
Drive-through theater.
drove right through it. Somebody did. Somebody drove right through the house the other day. They just drove right through. And the firemen had to show it up.
Beard.
The firemen are like carpenters. Did you know that?
Beard had to restart the computer. So start
Pitco
over.
has been put fully to sleep by any AI talk.
Pitco is like, there's 3 kinds of resellers: those that are over medicated, those under medicated, and those that need medicated.
Which one are we? She's under medicated.
Or I need them. The only medicine I take is for heartburn and cholesterol, so I need medication.
Yeah, and how you doing on those things? You tell me.
Land Shark Picker, what up today?
Welcome. Oh, you can't order a pizza anymore? They need a glizzy line, just a straight line right in there for. And they should, if somebody wants a glizzy bake, they should make that for them. Which you just shove a hot dog into a chicken bake, just jam it right in there, and then you take the cheese from a pizza slice and you wrap that around the.
Do you have
the chicken bake.
At your Costco, do you have the like auto checkouts, or you order your thing on a screen yourself and then you just wait for it to show up on the counter? That's what we have at ours.
When was the last time we were in California? Has it been that long?
Self-order
so long.
screens.
I can't believe how long it's been since we've been to the West.
James was saying eBay today is not allowing me to accept offers. It's also telling customers I do not ship to their location again. James. Just out of curiosity, if you're still here,
I just took care of Quirky. Hello.
Ryan had that. Ryan on Weather had that happen to him, weeks ago, and
He actually had to call in,
It ended
right?
up being that the eBay standard envelope he used that as one of his shipping methods. And although he had the measurements in his listings, on the back end, eBay didn't. And that is why it was causing problems, because
And
something
somehow
to
they did
do-
fix it, right?
It was a glitch. It was a glitch. And they fixed it for him. So do you use
That was
eBay
his
standard
experience.
envelope? And do you...
Yeah.
Yeah, that
is
was
it-
his experience. It could have been unique to him, but that is what they told him, and supposedly they fixed it, and it ended up he started getting sales again, and people were not getting that message that they did not ship, that he did not ship to them. Biff, I wish I could, and it sounds similar, 2,000 items at a time, 200 at a time, waste 15 minutes every day.
It does, because it pretty much, yeah. It doesn't take that much longer just to go to the next page and do a few more and a few more. So it's all the setup and sit down and do it. So yeah, mustard should be a standard on it. The ingredients read mustard seed and mustard in it, but you can't taste that necessarily. So maybe it has a little bit. And then the other thing is, Biff, the we left the apple pie out, like just left it out. But then I read the ingredients that it had cream cheese in it. You can't really taste the cream cheese. And I'm like, so what did they do? Did they use cream cheese in the crust instead of shortening or something? Like I can't taste the cream cheese, so I'm wondering where it is.
Oh, thank God.
Where's the cream cheese, Biff? What'd you do with the cream cheese?
Yeah, I
This is the kind of
wonder.
thing that occupy our brain when we're not doing reselling. Thank you.
James was saying,
alright.
or Biff was saying to James that I have almost 42,000 items and
sorry.
eBay sucks right now.
And then James like, yeah, I ship to the next state. Over. Thank you. And we had that happen one time. And
You are hot.
when I'm super hot, and when we went to, and when I went to go check in to see if I actually shipped to these other places, I found out that every single thing was saying that. It wasn't. I think you were trying to buy it, like from, I don't know, from one of our accounts or something. I don't remember what we were doing. Or I logged in without
We
as
were
a guest
testing
account.
it?
Yes, I was trying to figure out if I
What
could see
was
it,
wrong?
and it was not letting any of my things sell. So, and it didn't matter
That
who
was
was trying to buy
a
them.
really long time ago, right?
Like 4 months. So
oh, I don't remember.
it was the only time it ever happened, but I imagine it's
the Man in
because
Black did that thing.
maybe 2 months only. It was the only time I ever imagined that happening. And because we don't sell volume, like much volume, it would be easy just to not notice it. And since James was able to point it out, I was able to follow it up and see that it was happening to everything in our accounts. So I think, and that's why I came up with the lame but potentially still completely plausible theory that perhaps when we notice that eBay's limiting us, the mechanism of throttling us or limiting our sales is not, they're not slowing us down or not letting us be seen. They're just not letting conversions happen through not letting sales convert. So they're literally blocking the conversion of the sale, not the person seeing the sale, just the actual buying part. And that obviously lowers your sales. So
what's the point in still showing your item then?
because they're trying to spread the sales around to people. Because
But
that's
then
the
they
bottom
don't
line.
Let you make the sale. The person clicks on it to buy it, and then they get a
They
message.
can't get it. They can't have it. Because it's got to go to some other dude for some other reason. Maybe closer to them.
So that just made me think of a bad experience for a buyer.
I just made
But
that up.
I
I
just
mean, I don't know if
wanted
that's
you
true.
to mention your bad
Okay.
buying
Let's
experience.
do that. Yeah. Should I be a tiny robot?
John was saying Primo rips off the 1-800-CARS-FOR-KIDS jingle.
I'm giving it for free over to List Easier. 1-800 Easier and list all of your junk.
Wait, what? Well, I got to make like a banana and split.
Who's
I didn't even
splitting?
see you in here.
Who's splitting?
Guy picking up my Suburban. It's going away for free. I'm just going to get another. Nice. Take care, folks. God bless. Same to you.
Oh, basket nudes?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Aloha, basket nudes. Have a great day. Sorry. Oh, look at the next comment
The
is.
next one was sup.
Sorry,
Okay,
basket.
suppa.
You got to hang out here for like at least an hour to get to your comment.
We need your...
At least 2 hours.
analytical comments.
No, it's okay. We'll take a day off. Thank you. Uh, yeah. Well, I think they deserve it. You got to have something catchier than the next guy. And although you totally hate 1-800, oh, I hate it so much though. Hate's a strong word. 1-800 Cars for Kids will also take your property though. Have you ever heard them say that? We'll take your property. So if you're desperate to get rid of your stuff, maybe they'll take all your
Suburbans.
They'll take your Suburbans.
Biff was saying, yeah, the kiosk and the wait for a number is now the old way. Oh, now it's a kiosk and get in line. I think people were stealing orders.
Oh, so classic. No, that's what was happening, Biff. You know, people are so annoying.
Oh.
They do that stuff. You can find, give them an inch, they take a mile.
We humans are just dirtbags.
Typical. We're so typical.
No, I love us humans here.
Yes. We're the good ones, aren't we? We're the good ones. Well, you already read that. Biff said probably cream cheese in the crust. Thank you. It can be left out overnight because it was baked. Cream cheese frosting cannot be left out. If you believe the health department. Okay, good. Thank you, Biff, because I was concerned about that. I did put it in the fridge, so I'm gonna take it out.
Did you stick it in the fridge?
I stuck it in the fridge. Stuck it in the fridge. And I will take it out because I don't want cold apple pie. I still put ice cream on it.
Yeah, but
because
you
don't get a body like this.
Just put it in
with
the
having
toaster oven
not
like
a la
a piece of
mode
toast.
on everything. What? Thank you. Something about toast?
So just put a slice in the toaster oven like
Put
it's
a slice in
of
the
toast.
Like, my glasses keep sliding down but my nose doesn't hurt. Like poor Josh's.
Later, B Nudes. B Nudes is doing us a favor, saving us from a migraine. I have had enough pain this week.
B Nudes, that's just because you are so, what's the word?
Verbose with
Wow.
comment.
No, he's like got a lot to say and says it. And I like that. But sometimes.
Right. You just need to learn to, filter and skip and.
I mean, he's no Benny Stratton's paragraphs,
that's why I sort of scan B Nude's comments before he even makes them to them, and then I try to pick out the ones that I find interesting.
Sidebar, as John calls it often.
Yeah.
Blue VT. Did I say it right?
Blue
V2. Damn. I'm still gonna give myself an applause.
Whereas a multiple quantity does reset to the original number with ESS. Does it also reset to the original when you just end and relist?
I actually was thinking of asking that to anybody who might know the answer to that.
Look at us again. Gosh dang it. I feel like that was a oh man. I feel like when I was looking it up and I was reading about it on the eBay community forums that someone was maybe saying that was the workaround, the end and relist. Because
it's supposed to keep some of the metadata.
That takes the current quantity.
Maybe.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are. Thank you.
All I know is
thank you for all your hard work.
Once we figured it out, I haven't looked back and my brain gets wiped clean once that information has been used.
That is so true. I'm going to have a New York cheesecake. This was an apple pie with cream cheese in it.
Dang, a New York cheesecake.
I think it's like a really super awesome way, right, Biff? Like, I mean, who even does that? Who puts the cream cheese in the crust? Except for the little hole in the wall on the side of the road. Literally, it looks like a shack, a ramshackle shack.
Well,
it has pies in it.
The building is, I don't know, it's not tiny, but it's mostly used as a kitchen for baking, and then they just have the tiny little area that you walk in with 2 coolers and like a bookshelf with the pies.
I don't think you guys would even believe.
Oh yeah, look at how cute.
What I'm looking at here. Go small.
Oh wait, look at that.
Chrome.
List easier.
Yeah. I just want to make sure the first thing we ever see when we go to the internet is 1-800 list easier.
Stop.
Sorry.
Josh is not gonna like that.
Whatever works, man. We just got to get it into people's heads. This is the only name of the only software around that you need to worry about. That's what I'm trying to do here. Thank you. Here we go. Poorhouse Pies. That's it right there. That's the little shack on the side of the road. And you can see it says pocket pies and quiche, key lime, coconut cream, raspberry, triple chocolate, chicken pot pie, blueberry. I think they always have those same signs
I
out there.
wanted rhubarb, but rhubarb without strawberry, and they only have
That was
strawberry
actually what we
rhubarb.
went to go try to find.
Yeah.
Hate
Alright,
is
go
not
big.
too strong a word. Okay. Hate is not too strong a word for the Cars to Kids jingle. If it comes on the radio, I turn it off after the first note. I cannot have that earworm. I will not tolerate it. Biff,
You put
I
the-
listen to the, I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and I take my handy dandy little iPhone AM transistor radio that they have now. And instead of like the olden days, there'd be an AM transistor. Now it's my iPhone. And I turn on some news. I want to get come into the world with some news. And that dang news always, they play commercials. The only place on earth I ever hear commercials is with news. And it is, that jingle goes off every time. A couple other ones I hate too.
Beard.
The ones that tell me about diseases I have. And I'm not a fan of the gold ones either.
Beard was saying the sidebar convo equals I skip comments all the
All
time.
the time.
Swamp Picker, aloha.
Aloha, Swamp Picket.
I'm Spam
Whoops.
Banshee.
And now for a word for the sponsor.
The earworm that nobody wanted.
I tried to erase the other one.
Although I like
with
it.
that one. So it was good.
I see.
Is Glenn must be Swamp Picker, maybe?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You can't trust a person who doesn't want ice cream on pie. Just saying. A la mode is the only way to go. That's the saying I just made up. A la mode is the way to go. Yes. $25 honor system pies would not sustain in most places.
So this
Beth, seriously.
this place though is what, 40 minutes away from us?
I mean, it's not that far away. I mean, it takes that long because
It's in the country.
it takes a second to get to, but it's not that far. It's probably only
It doesn't
15
feel like a long
miles
drive.
or something, probably.
But it's in the country. That probably wouldn't last here in Burlington.
Oh, look, if we go here,
Excuse me.
it shows them going over some donuts. They don't always have donuts, but when they do, they are badass. I mean, I'm just kind of randomly
Now
looking.
I want chocolate glazed donuts.
We're busted. We're so bad. Can somebody send us a diet? No, don't send it. Just send us a person. A robot. Perfect example. AI, we're going to be able to develop
Kimo
robots
Big, I
that
wanna show
stick their
Pokey.
hand over your fat mouth. Mine, I'm talking about me. Over my fat mouth so that I can't eat the food. The robots are going to help me lose weight. Thank you,
So
robots.
we need the robot to do that and then to go.
Yep. just like a zipper installed in my face would be helpful, probably.
Ooh, like the Matrix when it's all like.
Yeah. Just mouth disappears. Oh, whoops, sorry. Big.
People are apparently ganking the $1.50
Glizzies at Costco.
At
Yeah, I
the
know
Co.
that is an issue. But I do remember there was a problem even at ours with the because people would order a pizza, then run in and get it, and that was creating a problem. I thought that was the reason why they started requiring memberships to get into Costco only like 6 months ago. Within the last year, they stopped allowing people without Costco cards to go in. They used to allow you to go in, but you couldn't buy it without a card.
Oh, you could pay extra.
I think you could pay like $5 for a temp pass or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
something like that. It was during the past 4 years or whatever they were doing that, and then stopped.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Pram and Spimo.
There you go, Prams.
Pram and Spimo.
Wait, what did I call? I call us Spokimo. Spam, Pokey, and Primo.
I love being reminded of one of the loveliest places on earth, Spokane. Nice. Okay, Primo and Spam. Apparently, it's time for a podcast featuring the urban slang lessons for us to update old timers. dude, we're old timers. So we can try to keep up and the old timers can share their slang from back in the day. Yes, if I know any slang, I'll bring it up. I watched this.
It's constantly changing, though. That's
It
the
is.
thing.
So I was watching some podcasts with some, I guess, probably late 20-year-olds, and they were the ones coming up with like the Gronk and Claw. It was like 10 words that were just like I think Glizzy was one of them, actually. Had something to do with Fortnite. I don't even know. I've never even played that game. I remembered an old word, skeezer. Bring that one back, but that's a Gen X word. So I will try my best to do slang
Every so
definitions.
often, I do go online and I'm like, what are the trendy terms?
Oh no, we gave Beard his headache back. Sorry.
John's like, take some Excedrin migraine. And Beard's like, no, John, it was caused by Primo's jingle.
Just don't play it anymore. Stop playing the jingle. My head will
Beard's
go back to
gonna be
normal.
yanking out his tooth on tying a string to it and just
Yeah,
close
can you
that
imagine
door.
doing that back in the day? So gross. I feel like it would be as uncomfortable as me sitting here. Like there is a
Right.
layer. Like I am water. There's this like my skull, and then there's like a brain sac around it keeping my skull, and on the outside of my head there's another layer of water.
You're like one of those
Protecting me from
squishy
something.
balls, stress balls, and
Yeah,
it has
but-
the brain on the inside, and you can squish it.
Yes, but imagine one
You
covered
okay, Popo?
in sweat. That's me.
Corky Picker Chad did we say hi to him up above?
We did, but
Okay.
where's my thing?
Giddy up, giddy up. Joey, alert, someone would have to wheelbarrow me home if there was a pie shack in my hood.
I guess they make it. I mean, they're pricey pies. The ingredients are all Vermont and local, and because we have King Arthur flour here in Vermont, which is totally nationwide. It's considered like one of the better production flours, I guess. So everything's made with that, and then the ingredients are from local farms. So the other stuff in there, the chocolate. We make chocolate in Vermont? Probably not.
Yeah, Champlain chocolate. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true. So stand corrected. We make chocolate in Vermont. We actually make a lot of chocolate here in Vermont. We're like so artisanal and bespoke and everything that, yeah, you can get $45, chocolate cupcake if you want.
Beard was saying, spreading Costco lies. You can use a pharmacy without a membership.
That's a good point. Not only can you use, well, I don't know. Is that true still? Because you can't get in without the card. But I do remember, I mean, I've been a Costco member since 1994, so it's never been a time when, I don't remember why we had to, I switched from Costco because something happened. I don't remember why. I didn't want to go there every time I want a prescription. And we have a drive-through just down the block.
we have a pharmacy just.
But they were cheaper than our pharmacy, I think. And then they also give you a good discount even if you're not a member. They don't require you to be a member to get their discount, I believe. But I'm not sure how you go in there and buy it without a card now.
And I think for people that don't have insurance, they give you a
Beard's number
discounted
one.
price or something. Wow, Beard.
Bearded Picker, #1 crown in the chat. We speak your name. Bearded Picker. Clock.
Oh, interesting.
What's that?
Biff was saying that in California, you can purchase Costco booze without a membership because membership-based alcohol purchases are illegal.
Well, that's
It's
nice.
Our stores.
We don't even have liquor.
No, our Costco doesn't have liquor because the liquor in Vermont has to be sold through a state liquor store.
When I moved here in 93, you couldn't buy liquor on Sundays here. It was still blue lawed out. And there were some other rules. I can't remember what they were. But now you can, again, you can just go right down to our City Hall Park and inject heroin into your toes, to the web of your toes, and just sit there and no one will bother you. You can just yell at tourists. So let me ask you this. Okay, so here's a brilliant
awful.
idea. So this is devolving into I don't know what I don't have anything else to say,
well,
and I don't
wanted
really
you
want to talk about AI.
I wanted you to talk about your bad buying
Can I
experience.
tell them about our city though? That's the little weird part about our city.
What about
The
it?
totally weird part about our city. So our city,
I don't know. Wait, what?
it's just a little bit political because of the fact that there's two, like anywhere USA, you generally have two political sides.
Yeah, don't go too deep.
I won't go too deep. Two political sides, and we all know what those are. In our town, if you have a plurality, it's between the progressives and the Democrats. We don't even have any Republicans to balance anything out.
They don't
anywhere,
run for
except
any
for
local
our governor.
office, pretty much, or if they do run, they don't win.
It's super weird.
So it's the progressives and the Democrats that are always on the tickets
And
the
you're saying too much.
mayoral- Yeah.
So
okay.
and then
I don't want to get
So then, my other point is that they have difficulty dealing with the current homeless drug problem, and it's really, really
Wait,
bad.
You're going too deep
No,
into
I'm not.
it.
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
And then, but if you interrupt me, I'm gonna forget, and then I'm gonna make this last way longer. How dare you? Here we go.
How dare you?
So I have many questions.
I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
So our city council, I'm not blaming it on anybody. We have that problem with the drugs. It's super, super bad. You can go on YouTube and look at it. It's not really coming back around. It's gross. And tourists are still coming here, but you can you just go down to our main center of town and there are junkies walking the streets, zombies. So in all of their enlightened wisdom, this unified group of city council members this last week decided to name our pedestrian walkway. You guys why are you calling me from Newberry, Vermont? They decided in all their wisdom
Look
that
at
it
me,
would
I'm
be-
totally, and I was frozen looking down at you like, what are you
that because
doing?
nobody shops in our downtown anymore because it's all junkies and zombies, that we should, and that Canada is like, we rely on a lot of Canadian tourism here in Vermont. They're going to rename.
We're on the Canadian border.
We're very close to the border. They're going to rename our street from Church Street to Canada Street. They're going to do that in order to draw in Canadian tourists to our businesses
on a temporary basis.
On a temporary basis. But the junkies and the junkies and zombies are walking around the downtown street that they're going to rename Canada that nobody wants to go to because it's a big mess and it's just shoplifting and nightmare. But yet, let's change it to Canada so we can attract tourists to come down here to the miserable street that's now named after them. Thank you. That's all I have to say about that. It's confusing. It's a confusing time.
There's pockets that
It's a confusing
are more overwhelmed with, people having problems in life. But if you go down there, it's still,
I think Grumpy John and I would agree on this one
It's still
topic.
overwhelmingly a cute street.
Oh, it's a gorgeous little town.
It
It is, but it's really
it's
messed
just
up.
the people that have been here forever and grew up here. This is a totally weird and new thing that is upsetting. But other people say, welcome to the rest of the country.
Welcome
is
to
what
the
it's like.
dawning of the
Anyhow,
age
I
of
want, Treasures in the
AIquarius.
Mist is saying, yum, I'll have to make a trip out there.
Are you here? Are you here in
great
Vermont?
Ice cream.
Wait, why would somebody say that unless they were here? Did that not strike you? What do we do about this? Where's Treasures in the Mist?
Treasures in the Mist.
Aloha. Yeah, you should go out there if you're a local. Please do go check them out. And also because it's so good and popular that the biggest selections are earlier in the day. The earlier you go, the better. In case somebody's actually going to go.
Something's going on with your chat.
Oh, it's locked. It's got vapor lock. Oh no.
And you're only in top chat.
It's okay.
You're
Right? You and
she's
Grumpy
in
John
Albany.
should go complain together.
She's
In Albany, Vermont, or New
New
York?
York.
Oh, nice. You're local almost.
That's
Just a short 3-hour drive, and you'll be here. Uh-oh. Where's...
I can find it.
Oh yeah, do it. Do it. She's good at this. Are you gonna
Well-
just close your eyes and use the force? That's my name right here. Now go lower. A friend who says you're number one in. Okay, that's too low.
So
There's the booze. Yeah, I'll make a trip out there. Aloha.
Oh, there's AO. You missed all of our Glizzy and Co talk.
There was full Glizzy discussion up in here. And for Jovial, AO would be a good source for probably some of the slang. He knows slang.
Yeah.
Some slang.
AO.
We jive on the Glizzy talk. So, and then I don't know. And then there's Gronk, not Grok, Gronk. And I forget what that means. I think it means like, you have the hots for somebody. I don't even know. We're really bad. Alex, you're number one. Beard Picker is number one. Yeah. And there's an FU finger. Tiny little bird right in there.
Oh.
They wouldn't make laws to kick me out of Vermont. No, I don't think so. No. Our state is a very interesting cacophony of different types
In my opinion,
in different places.
You need all types so that we can learn and learn from each other and learn to be patient with people. You need all sorts of types.
And punch. Sometimes you need people to punch.
Mm-hmm. Jovial, a friend would say to others, "You're number one in my book," as he waved his middle finger at them.
Number one. Big up, number one.
Everyone loves renaming, and none of it means anything in real life, and that's all I'll say about that.
What was that? Renaming what was I saying?
What? Come on.
I don't remember anything I said. Once it leaves my mouth, I have no responsibilities
Street.
to remember anything
Church
that leaves
Street
it.
being named Canada Street.
Cream cheese. Because everything can relate back to food somehow. But the real thing is, it isn't so much that you're pandering to Canadians that shocked me. It was like, why are you pandering to them and trying to bring them to a garbage town? Like, fix up the town for. I'm just saying A before B. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, our town has a lot going for it still. It's just in such a small town to see, people dealing with problems like that. It stands out because we're such a small town.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to get into politics because it's just not.
Either.
It's all that I think is super interesting is that there's some places in the United States where the two parties don't even include the other party. So progressives and Democrats are the two parties in some places. And that's where we are. I didn't choose it to be that way. It didn't start that way. We've lived here for so long that the world changed around us. I mean, which is interesting. I mean, it's just interesting. Thank you.
AO is saying the walking homeless in Vermont
Season one. Yes. It's real bad.
Who is
Go
that
look up on
YouTuber,
YouTube.
Beard? Who is that YouTuber? Or do you remember that did that video about Burlington?
I mean, he's a really big YouTuber.
He grew up here, and he's a really
and he had
successful
millions
YouTuber.
of views. And he did 2 videos on
He like
Beard
goes to
knows him.
different states and cities and stuff, and he did a video, and it was really depressing actually. And
It's not much better.
the first version of it, he a woman he happened to run.
Lenny
into,
K's only 2.5 hours. Hurry up, come to our
He happened
zombie
to-
crack.
He happened to run into a woman on the street who ended up like being a huge part of his video about our town. And then
they had to take it down, right?
She, I think, got some backlash, and so he ended up having to re-edit the video. So I don't think I saw the.
There's some
re-edited
real
one.
good parts about our town, and there's some weirdness.
Yeah, but our town is so pretty. It's right on Lake Champlain.
super
It's
cute.
so stinking cute.
That's why we still here, isn't it?
Quirky Bigger Chad, Consumer Reports said that Costco pharmacy is cheaper than
I think
any
it
other
is.
pharmacy.
I think it is.
And I believe that. And yeah, I think, if somebody goes in without insurance, their prescriptions are actually affordable out of pocket.
Yeah, Jet, and they wanna change it to Canada Street Marketplace.
For a brief brief period of time.
But they still have
So
to do the
what?
cleanup first. Sweep
Oh,
everybody under the
stop.
carpet, then invite them down, get their money, then send them packing back up to
Listen, Canadians
Josh's
have
house.
probably seen much worse.
Yes, Gronk is a football player turned commentator. I knew that had something to do with football.
Okay.
So
Just
I'll
I'm
look
talking
up,
about like in Montreal.
I'll look
and
up
stuff.
Grimace.
Although I wonder
It's
if they are having a
Grimace
drug issue up there.
Shake on Fortnite is the song. And then it says a whole bunch of words that, and this is how we got up to date with the new words like 2 years ago. Let's see.
A year ago, yeah, because she's no longer on the show anymore.
Rizzed.
Riz, yes.
Skibbity. Gritty. A Grimace shaking Fortnite. I don't know. That's your lesson for today.
Just fix her.
Gronk, gritty. What were the words?
Grizz? What? I don't know. Dang it.
Rob Gronkowski is the name of the gentleman.
No, it's Peter Santinello.
And Peter Santinello is
Okay,
the
so there's
YouTube
a
guy.
Rob also? Someone
Rob
named
is Gronk.
Oh,
Rob
sorry.
Gronkowski
That's
is a
who
football
Gronk
player
is.
turned commentator.
Okay, thank you.
And then Peter Santinello is the YouTube art
Guy that
guy.
Does
creator.
the videos about different towns and stuff. And unfortunately, the one about
He's from
Burlington-
here, and he did a
Yeah.
he did a
He was just
pretty gritty, hardcore
Yeah.
look at the reality of
Yeah,
our thing.
yeah. I don't know who's stranger, Vermont or Utah. I don't know.
We're weird, super weird.
Oh, you're right.
Not
It
as
was
weird
Utah.
as, although I happen to be a fan of. I'm not a like religiously like Mormonism, but I love their buildings. And in Hawaii, they have they built the Polynesian Cultural Center, the Mormons, and they also built a campus out there where if you're lucky, you get to go missionary in Hawaii. That would be awesome. And I just remember it from my childhood. It's this huge, I think it's called a
Riz.
palace it's called something and it's this tiered Roman looking kind of a series of buildings, and they have the giant fuzzy Jesus in one of them, and everyone's super nice, and I just always thought it was like a fun place to visit.
I like weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
if
weird.
that wasn't obvious. I am weird.
Looking at a summer home in Shoreham. Well, that's super nice. Wait, isn't it? So there's two parts of Vermont worth thinking about, and that's you're either up or down. So north is sketchier, and down is old money type thing. So Shoreham would be in Cornwall. That's super nice. The closer you go to the border, the more. Where's
Faster, it is so exciting.
Peter Santinello and the Bald and Bankrupt are my favorite YouTubers. I'll have to see what Bald and
Paul
Bankrupt
is becoming so domesticated. He's gardening.
He's
He's
just
like,
gardening.
I gotta eat my dinner. I'll be listening though.
It's a good boy. Paul's being a good boy.
He is. He didn't do the Friday the 13th thing because he was gardening and was tired from it.
True. Y'all and the spicy beans are surprisingly close to one another. What's that mean? Carlos says Costco pharmacy customers service is not that great. I have a prescription I'm waiting for my dog for 3 weeks now, and they didn't tell me they were getting it.
They weren't getting
They weren't
it.
getting it. I kept checking. Is it? Yeah, I wonder. Maybe they're not set up for vet stuff as
Yeah, but
as
it's
easily.
obviously a human
right.
drug.
Pill. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if it's faster to go
Can
to.
you get it transferred to a different place? Although, again, Costco's less expensive if you pick it up for your dog and it's not.
And they may not be able to dispense it at a vet. I just think the vet, because the vet gives you the drugs. You don't have to go to a pharmacy, but maybe
not
the vet
all the
can't
time. No,
dispense it.
sometimes, right? You have to pick it up at a regular human pharmacy.
Derek saying hi. Beard says, number one Beard says, so do we believe the Mormons barely make it to Utah on horses and carts? Then they build massively beautiful temples. Of course, that's what they call temples. Sorry, I said mansions or something. You can't contain conspiracy. No, we can't. Surprisingly, they didn't fall off the earth on their way, because they should have, because they went over the horizon. I don't know what they were up to. I think he wanted to have,
I don't.
Brigham Young wanted to have some wives, and blah blah blah.
I don't really
But
know.
whatever happened, they made it out to Hawaii, built a fresh spread. Pimp my yard. It's pretty badass, and I like it. Even though it's a religious facility that I'm not a part of, they're welcoming and they show it off. I think in order to sell some timeshare.
Fun fact:
Mormons.
AO is Mormon. I was baptized when I was 15. I do not practice it anymore.
I'm trying to think of a religion I don't like. I mean, in general, a religion. Let's think of one. Think of one.
No, can you stop?
Think of one religion you don't like and express it right here in the public.
I am not ever going to do that.
Express your most hated religion now.
Or not.
Jet Fixer down on the lake. Oh, Jet Fixer. Yeah, looking at the summer home in Shoreham down.
So southern Vermont is just riddled with little lakes, and I think who flew down here and had somebody, was it JD Vance who came here? Like, people come here all the time. There's so many secretive
Skiing.
little
Skiing.
skiing.
Yeah.
But then somebody went down to the Shoreham area to Lake Bomacene or whatever. I think it was, who was our last? Yeah, our last vice president came here and spent a week on Lake Bomacene in southern Vermont.
Kamala?
Our second to last president, the one before them, the first time our current president was in, he had a vice president. What was his name? Don't come to us for political
It
talk.
starts with a P.
Pence.
Thank you.
So anyway, a lot of people come here.
Heavy hellos from South
Aloha,
Africa.
South Mercado. We haven't seen you in so long. Welcome to you.
Carla did end up having to go back to the vet, but it was going to be cheaper at Costco. Well, that's a
But you
bummer.
can't get it. So it's like, yeah, I wonder if maybe just somehow they weren't set up for that. I remember the drugs were good, and remember that mean lady, the mean blonde lady? She was there for like 20 years. She may still be there because we're old. You start making decisions when you get old, people. If you're not old yet, you start going because the drugstore is right down the street and it has a drive-through. You never know when you're going to have to get more drugs, and I don't want to go Costco every time I get drugs. So, I could need some more tomorrow.
Ayo. Derek was saying to AO, that's cool. Those off-grid living skills you learn might come in handy if the world continues to move toward war.
Nah, don't worry about it. All we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for list easier.
Chat was saying his friends can use to go skiing in the winter. Yeah. Seriously, yeah, AO.
Yes,
seriously.
we're a regular winter wonderland out here.
Lipzenner stallions are in Hero, Vermont. South Hero,
Wait,
Vermont?
who? Yes, there are stallions. The Lipizzenners. You should know. They've been here forever.
I have no idea. Sorry.
Yeah, we have stallions in south. It's probably they're south north Hero. They're south and north Hero. I think that's in South Hero. That sounds right. And which is only about 20 miles away from here. And then we used to have the Webb Ranch here, which is now part of the Shelburne Museum, and Webb did quarter horses or something. There's some horses came out of here. And I always used to think about it as before cars, you used to breed like superior horses, right? And different places would have different, tricked out horses. I'll lower my horses with ground effects and stuff.
You'd put a wind stabilizer on the back.
Yeah, I'd put a big old whale tail on the back of my
You
horse.
put some hydraulics on it.
Yeah, lowrider horse. Just cut the legs right off.
Never been to Vermont, but Utah is the cleanest state.
We have a very clean state here. It's mostly clean.
We don't have billboards.
No billboards at
They're
all.
not allowed.
Illegal billboards. Garbage is also illegal here.
Well, I think most states it's illegal. But yeah, our state is very clean. I mean, there's certainly times where you'll see some, clutter, garbage on the side of the road.
I
But
just heard
That was our son.
How did I hear that through my headphones?
Oh wait, it's
No, that's
my
your
seat.
chair. I thought it was Alexa coming on to tell us time's
I
up.
thought it was him making cute little sounds.
Let's
Oh,
see.
Jovial was asking Paul if he's been gardening again, and yes, he was.
He was.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he
Paul,
was.
I'm gonna need some pictures of your gardening.
Yes, we need to verify. We believe,
No,
but
that's
verify.
not why. There's no more pictures from
Trust
his
but verify
crazy
this
life.
gardening.
The crazy pictures of him being silly as he was growing up.
Yeah, they ran out.
Gardens.
So now we need to see
and
some
meals.
freshies. I don't think the chat is ready for the added 1,000 years conversation and our history rewritten yet. Flat Earth is the least of your worries. LOL. Have you seen? You know what? I think about your stuff there, your little thoughts there, Beard, and I love. Every once in a while, it'll come up on my Facebook, which, by the way, Facebook is nothing but what kind of cancer I'm going to get and how to identify it. And then
and Chihuahua videos. Now those
I do
are
like
great.
those. But it's
tell Pokey
useless.
he's
The
cheating.
Facebook is so lame now. It's totally useless.
It is very what do they tweak it to fit your
It's so bad. I don't like what I like then because
Your
I don't like
age
anything
and
that I
your-
like.
Yeah, I don't want to be reminded
No.
that we are in the later part of life now.
No.
Don't tell me
I don't want
that
to know what
my eyes
choose
are
from these
blurry, I'm
cancers.
dying.
Thank you. Oh, great. But Beard, I was just gonna say that I see the picture of the Alamo, and they've dug out part of it so you can see the basement of the Alamo and Pee Wee's bikes up in there. It's very,
Oh.
Good morning. I'm here.
it's very funny because I do see all those. They're showing. There's 14 levels of cities, and there are. I mean, there's a lot of cities were built on cities over the past thousands of years.
Jovial. I like weirdest spam points over to Primo. No, that's love.
I'm not weird. What are you talking about? Super norms. I'm normcore. If there's one normcore dude that you know who follows all the rules, tucks in his shirt, super norm, it's not me. Thank you.
Oh, so Carla was saying that she did get it a few times at Costco, then just stopped. Oh, well, isn't that weird?
That's annoying of them. I don't like that they do that. How dare they?
Yeah.
I do not accept that.
How dare
Their
you?
customer
Costco.
service, just like any
It
retail,
faltered over
can-
the
It
bad
was
time.
so intensely horrible,
It
but I
went
guess
weird.
it's because people
Everyone
were
went weird. So
customers were treating them poorly, so they took it out.
the dancing black stallions. Do you think that's where the black stallion? Where did they get the black stallion in that movie? It was coming over on a boat, wasn't that? From the 80s, Black Stallion. That was a great movie.
I'm yada yada. Where the hell is Lag? Sorry, I just
Yeah, did Lag
screamed.
go out? Did Lag go on vacation with his mom on a cruise?
But I just yawned and it reminded me of Lag.
He hasn't been a lot of places. I haven't seen him.
I am
Black
writing this down.
Stallion
Lag
movie.
is not here on this date. Don Flippin says mine is
Mickey
filled
Rooney
with
was in
Bigfoot videos.
Black Stallion movie. I have to ask where Black Stallion's from.
My feed is filled with car accidents.
Wait, can I? Is this? Can I use my voice to do this? Where is Black Stallion? Where is Black Stallion? It doesn't work. Why doesn't it use my voice?
I don't know.
The voice search has been
Lenny
turned
K
off.
was saying yes, over on a boat.
Where
Beard is saying,
was-
LOL, Don, any social channel I go to is full of new Bigfoot stuff. Oh, funny. Huh. Conspiracy? Is it because it's like Bigfoot? That's so
Italy,
funny.
Fort Erie Racetrack, Fort Erie, Ontario, Canada. I don't know where it was supposed to be coming from. Just wondering if we raised really cool black stallions here in Vermont. That's what
Now I'm going to have to look up Bigfoot videos.
Are they like
just to
special,
see.
like world class black stallions? Because we did. There's someplace they make the horses that pull beer. They're like fancy
Those are,
Clydesdales.
yeah.
So many Bigfoot videos on the boat. Beard says, LOL, Don, any social channel I go to is full of new Bigfoot stuff. I mean, Bigfoot never stops giving. He's a guy that keeps on giving.
Quirky picker Chad.
I buy all my drugs at Costco. There's a guy in a white van I meet in the parking lot. And that guy's the manager of Costco. I've only gotten gas there twice. Am I right? Thank you. You know what? I'm totally taking this opportunity to get out of here because it's too fun. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Sorry for talking about AI and putting everybody to sleep, but there's nothing really else to talk to in the reselling community.
Thank you so much
I
for
could show
being
you
here.
bolos, but that's boring. And when this AI hits us, what's that name? That name again is listeasier.com.
List easier.
Wait, list easier. That's the name. What's that name again? List easier. Thanks.
And
Okay,
thank you for
we're
spending
going.
time with us. We appreciate you all. You
Sorry,
mean
I'm so
much
sweaty.
to us.
Sorry about the AI talk. Sorry that everybody's teeth are broken. Broken teeth suck, but we're old and they're gonna start falling
Beard,
out.
I hope you're taking
Your
care
surgery
of
goes better tomorrow. Josh, just
Josh,
have a water.
Give us an update on your appointment on Friday.
Have a water. Watch. Josh, check this out. Turn
You
the
just
knob.
ripped off Roto-Rooter's
Turn the
jingle.
knob.
Sad fact, when you reach 60 years old and only expect to live to be 80 years old, you have 75% of your life. I know, I try not to think about that because I start stressing. Yes, Carla, there's the pokes. Gosh, that is the cutest.
The real
stinky
truth, though,
little
Jovial
icon.
Juggler, is much sadder than that. You could die tomorrow. So plans are worthless, which is what I'm saying. No, I'm actually saying do plan, but trick your brain into planning for good. Just plan for good. Don't worry about anything. Nothing's bad.
Yeah.
AI's good. It's going to be
We
great.
can't.
Robot back rubs.
We can't worry
Come
about
on.
the what ifs, right?
That's right.
Right.
We put it all away.
Mike G, I get all my eBay selling tips from Facebook.
We're putting all our faith,
YouTube resellers.
all of our faith and hope into Josh.
Also from
He's
Pegasus.
our only possible savior. He is out there to save us. He's leading us through the desert to
Mike G,
the AI
I'm
software.
I'm
Thank
on
you.
a lot of those Facebook groups. But it's mostly people going, why is my account suspended? What do I do? Someone wants to return something. But
John, I was doing Mr. Plow, wasn't I? Mr. Plow, that's the name. That name again is Mr. Plow. And he was stealing the Roto-Rooter one. Homer.
Robot lady of the night. You guys. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you again.
You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for joining us every week. And
we really appreciate all
Is
of you.
anything
We
happening tonight?
appreciate you for watching. We appreciate the people that are members and
Josh.
pay money every month. How sweet is that? Thank you.
Whoops.
And we appreciate the people that are commenting. We appreciate the people that watch after. Paul, I hope your meal. Okay, Paul. Apparently, you have very low vitamin
Save me,
D.
Joshy One. You're our only hope.
Wait, do you really? He's like, what do they expect? Oh.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Yes, we all, yeah. Well, we live in Vermont, which is England Junior. So, aloha, everybody. Bye, Carla. Wait, we didn't play the song.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Can't
There
be
we
on,
go.
you're watching later.
It can't be
Aloha.
stopped. Once this is playing, that's it. It can't be reversed. Aloha, Dot Flippin', Paul Rose, Carla, Callie Daz, Bearded Picker, Jovial, Ayo, Mike G,
John Bearded.
John
Beard King was
Bearded.
not
Beard
here.
King was not here because he was on a live earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Jet Fixer, Derek. I'm trying to scroll.
Quirky Picker Chad.
Quirky Picker
Treasure
Chad, Diff Buffo. Who else?
Don Flippin.
Anybody else?
6x6.
That's enough.
Bluebee.
Love you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you
Aloha,
on
everyone.
Monday.
James. Aloha. Thank you. Land Shark. Bye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Get